What's going on YouTube? Hit back making another brand new Crypto TV episode. In today's video, we're going to be looking at Litecoin, Bitcoin, Ethereum, as well as XRP to US dollar. We're also going to be looking at Bityard as well as the cryptocurrency market. Specifically in today's episode, I do want to cover discussing the past couple of videos. As you guys know, we've been doing a countdown coming up to the price explosion that we do plan on seeing within the cryptocurrency space as well as XRP specifically. So I do want to talk about that as today's candle has proven to be extremely interesting and extremely important for not only the countdown, but for XRP hodlers and traders themselves. So I really do want to discuss some very interesting things here because as you guys can clearly see, today's candle has actually managed to break above the moving average as well as the resistance channel that we've been pretty much planning out on most of the time period in the past two weeks, I'd say, on cryptocurrency and XRP specifically. Otherwise, if you guys are new to the channel, definitely make sure to subscribe, turn on post notifications, leave a giant thumbs up as this does help support the YouTube algorithm. Make sure to follow me on Twitter, CryptoVOfficial, and let's jump into today's video. Alright guys, so the past couple of episodes you guys have been seeing me pretty much discuss that there's been a countdown on the charts. You can see the past couple of days we've been discussing that we've been entrapped in what appears to be some sort of box pattern that has been pretty much set with a top cap resistance and a bottom support, price ceiling and price floors. And as we've continued to move forward, we're starting to notice that we actually saw potentially a breach of resistance and we are starting to actually move up and capitalize off the run that we're seeing. So now we've discussed in yesterday's episode how much longer for XRP, Ripple, and Bitcoin, and I do think today's video is definitely one for the records and one for the books because it is definitely something you guys should watch to the end as this is huge news and extremely interesting, something we should really be discussing and pointing out. So to jump right into the video, talking about XRP, we've been looking at Bitcoin for quite some time now, pretty much was showing us foreshadowing of what could be a potential run for the money and a good time to be buying in long. You saw yesterday or 4 days ago, we broke above resistance at 10,466, closed around 10,670, and we said this was a perfect opportunity to be buying in on Bitcoin. And as you can see, if you bought in at 10.6, we went all the way up to 11.11, which is about a $500 increase in price. Now that we pretty much confirmed that we did break resistance and we are starting to head up, it pretty much trickles down into the other cryptos. Specifically XRP, one that we've been talking about and trading here on the channel. My bad, did not mean to do that. Let's go back to the channel. You can see we did discuss how much longer for XRP. If you watched that video, you would have known that we've been discussing that Bitcoin could and pretty much is foreshadowing a potential move in the upwards direction. As Bitcoin started to head up, it's usually the volume trickles down into XRP. So as you can see on the current coin market cap, most of these cryptos are pretty much heading up. It's quite interesting. We see XRP up 2.7, Ethereum up as well. If it's not up, we're pretty much trading sideways for the most part. No really correction to the downside. It's mainly upwards movement, which is great to see. But here's my greatest discovery on crypto, XRP specifically. So yesterday's candle, we were doing some pretty wicked uncertainty movements here, some very vigorous and violent trades with volume. We shot all the way up to a high of 0.25, closed, we shot all the way down to 0.23, above and below our moving average and our resistance, and we actually managed to close on the resistance line here. Now today's candle shows some huge potential as we are starting to actually consolidate above our moving average and above this resistance here. This is something we've been practicing and waiting for and discussing for a very long time, and the fact that we have finally started to get clearance above this resistance is huge. So it pretty much comes on to today. If today's candle actually manages to close above this resistance, which is this yellow band right here, and we stay above here like we're doing, there is an extremely high chance a bullish volume is going to be coming to the market, and it should shoot us up in price on XRP. Now, how do we capitalize off a movement like this if we don't have a lot of money or we don't want to trade around with a ton? Obviously, Bityard is there for you guys. So a great, tool to add, a great exchange to be practicing on and trading. We have quite a bit of people that have actually signed up and taken advantage of Bityard, which is awesome to see. Not only do I post my trades on Patreon, but I do explain in detail that if you guys are interested in leverage trading and shorting XRP, this is the website to do so. So I did link Bityard in the description description down below. They do offer a pretty awesome sign-up bonus, but the fact that we can now leverage trade XRP gives us huge opportunity and a huge possibility of capitalizing off this market right now. Ultimately, the sideways trading that we've been experiencing is finally starting to reverse upwards. It looked like we hit bottom support. As you can see on the 40-day moving, or sorry, right here, the 40-day moving average, we've come all the way back down to retest this bottom right here, and this has shown us some pretty good signs that we're most likely going to be breaking up. There's a very good chance that we are going to bottom off here and start to move up higher. I actually don't even want to use these. These are fairly too technical for what we talk about on the channel, and not necessarily a total accuracy. But ultimately, we do have this bottom support right here. We do have this slight uptrend that the coin does seem to be following on XRP. I'll show you on the weekly right here for XRP as well. You can see we do have some sort of uptrend forming on XRP, which holds out fairly well. If this does continue to ride up, and the fact that we've pretty much confirmed this bottom support, we should be able to see some sort of break. You can see it is what I'm referring to right here. We do have this uptrend with 3 confirmations now, 1, 2, 3, and we are starting to, capitalize and start to swing to the upside. So we do have support being withheld right here, and we do seem to be breaking through this resistance, which is exactly what we need. So how do we take advantage of Dudex? The fact is that we are trading above this support, which is huge news for the crypto. And the fact is that if we can close just today's candle above this resistance like we're doing, there's an extremely high chance that we are going to start to shoot up in price and pretty much discover the breakout that we've been talking about. Now, how do we take advantage of that? Bityard actually allows us, due to Bityard being an exchange, it actually allows us to capitalize off movements, especially like this. The fact that we can leverage trade 5, 10, 20, 30, 40, or even 50 times what we're using in margin obviously opens some risk, but it does allow us to trade with an incredible amount of money. And this within itself allows us to capitalize off some big movements with little margin to trade. Now, I highly urge everybody to sign up for Bityard down below in the description. I mean, it is a completely free exchange, but this does allow us to make money when we do see the breakout that's coming. So I do have this account funded right now. I have a balance of about $400. And with leverage trade, we can actually make quite a bit of profit off if you're using a small amount of money held in the wallet. So with this being said, you guys can pretty much capitalize off movement with very little margin just by leverage trading this, buying long or selling short to move. So specifically, the next move we do want to discuss is if we can close today's candle above this resistance like we're starting to do, there's an extremely, and I mean extremely high chance the price of this crypto is going to be shooting up very quickly, very soon, at a very rapid pace. So definitely make sure to be taking advantage of this. Watch today's candle, as this is a huge sign. And if things go well, I will be putting in a trade right, you can see right here, right when we decide to break up, right when resistance is broken, and I will be capitalizing off the movement. I do believe we'll go to at least 29 and at most 30 cents right here, because I do believe this is the resistance that we're battling, and this is the ascending triangle we're using. So you can see right here, we have this uptrend, this resistance, and I believe we're going to fill in the gap right here in a long shot, but eventually fill this in. So because we're at the bottom of what appears to be a 3-point support here, there's a very good chance we'll be breaking off of this, and I'll draw it out for you, breaking off this resistance right here, and then swinging back up and then consolidating. So we can pretty much capitalize off this movement right here. This is what we're trying to seek. This is what we're trying to make money off of. Very easy to do using Dudex to trade XRP. You can send in money into the account, convert it into USDT, and then trade XRP to USDT, capitalize off it, and send it right out of the market. So it is an extremely valuable website to use, an extremely valuable exchange. We are waiting for, in preparation for XRP to break bullish. It is going to happen. Otherwise, looking at the other markets, you can see at the S&P 500 is still battling a resistance. It felt very much so, hitting a downtrend as well as its resistances there. I do believe we are going to head lower, but it's really up to the market right now, so definitely make sure to pay attention to that. Otherwise, you can see that Litecoin is still pretty much just consolidating below its moving average. Bitcoin is consolidating up, but starting to appear to have some sort of uptrend. Same thing goes with Ethereum, but I'm definitely dead set on XRP. Otherwise, if you guys are new to the channel, definitely make sure to subscribe, turn on post notifications, leave a giant thumbs up, as this does help support the YouTube algorithm. Follow me on Twitter, CryptoTheOfficial, and I'll see you in tomorrow's video. Peace.